Hi there and welcome to Bustthenet. Yes, this is another show here on the channel. It's the Stalybridge Diaries and we are doing okay, I guess. We have, as you probably will know, this is the Diffute Challenge where I take a lower league side and I try to do the best I can with the lower league side. This basically try and overachieve. And one thing I've started doing on Twitch is started to show how you can basically just give the ass man the job of training your team, right? I needed some help from the guys on Twitch because I didn't know how to change staff responsibilities because I've never done that. I haven't done that for a long time, so I totally forgot that you go to staff, you go to responsibilities. Overall, I think. See, I've forgotten this already. Responsibilities overall, and you can ask them to do the overall training, which I have not done now. Here with this team as well, I was thinking of doing something along those lines, and here I have a team attacking, defending. What am I going to look for in a manager if I want him to do this? Now, his preferred formation is actually my 4-1-4-1 DM White. His coaching style is technical. Basically, what this means is you've got this technical here, right? So it's a bit of technical, and then if it's mental tactical, then it's going to be tactical, right? So it's got technical, probably a combination of these two areas, right? Or coaching attributes. Then we've got balance, playing mentality, and balanced pressing style. So I was thinking to myself, why don't we fire him and get a new one, and then we can ask him to completely manage the training. So why don't we do that for the next couple of saves? I think that might be a cool idea. Basically, let's see what happens with the save. I mean, we wanna do different kinds of things, right? We just don't want to stick to one methodology. Or I just want to. I mean, there's so many ways to do training in this game, and people have often said that if this is the best way to do it, then I don't want to do training. I just don't want to bother. So I'm thinking of finding a middle of the road solution. But to find a middle of the road solution, you probably will need to filter and look for managers that can fit this bill. So here I've looked for a manager that plays the 4-2-3-1 white and also the 4-1-4-1 DM white. So he's got two systems that he could play. Now we are toying with the idea of playing with a 4-2-3-1. That works. His pressing style is more urgent, so this will be good because I would assume that as part of his training, then he's gonna have physical, right? He's gonna do more of the physical training, and then we're looking at determination. We're looking at work rate. So this could, I mean, that's the only way you're gonna make it work, right? So. And then playing mentality adventures is right up my alley because I don't do defensive shit. So, that's me. So the playing style standard, God already knows what this means. So I mean, like, I'm looking at this going playing style, standard, passing, 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 direct, direct. So I think standard is fine for me. I mean, that means middle of the road, let the players make a decision. So okay, cool. So we're looking at Jesus Perez, and we've decided, well, Mr. Perez or whatever, however you want to call it, since you're available on a free transfer, you don't cost me anything. But look at this: his fitness, his mental is superb. Only downside with this kind of a ass man is that he can only do one category, fitness, because his mental might be solid, but you can't combine mental with tactical. You might get 4 stars, right, or 4 stars, because look at this: his determination, discipline, man measure, motivating, judging PA, judging PP is phenomenal, and for some godly reason, he's also got world knowledge on Saudi Arabia, which I frankly don't give a shit about. But never mind. So we've already put in a bid, and I'm interested in getting Jesus Perez. So we're gonna bring him into the club, and we're gonna fire our ass man and then give him the responsibility. So what I'm gonna do is the ass man does the training. All I do is match preparation and individual training for players. Now, the individual training for players is something that I want to control anyway, so that's perfect. So here, like for my players, where I look at Gavin Bazuno, how does I want him to develop in a certain way. Then all the intensity. The only thing about intensity now, the problem with intensity is I'm used to micromanaging intensity. Now, less than 59, no pitch or gym work makes sense because they're probably injured. 60 to 69, half intensity. Well, depends, right? If they come off an injury, that's true. But if they don't, if they're, sometimes they can have half intensity, 60, 69, because they haven't been playing. right? So this one, this is condition, right? So there's a difference. So look, this is their condition. It's not. If you look at this, and you look at this, right? Overall physical condition and match sharpness, right? So we don't want the overall, if their overall physical condition right now is 77%, I do not want to push them too much. So anything below, if it's 75, then we want normal intensity. Okay, so below 60, there's a strong possibility they've been injured. Now, if they're 100%, is double intensity. If it's 90 to 100, they're double intensity. So basically, you can see 78 is tied after his last match. So he's just played a game. So then in this particular case, we can look at normal or half intensity. So we go back to this training, and we go to rest training. We go to rest. Okay, so 60 to 65, definitely this guy should be half intensity because obviously he's knackered as hell. This is normal intensity. It makes a lot of sense. Double intensity, the 80 to the 89 is perfect. And here, normal intensity for 90% condition means they are coming close to match sharpness and fitness. I'm probably going to push them to 90%, right? We're going to go 90% with this. 80 to 89, we'll probably do normal intensity. Okay, so normal intensity, double intensity, if they have greater than 90%. So they're 92, 93, we'll push them. 80 to 89, they probably just came off a match. We'll leave it at normal. 60 to 69, this category, I'm going to play safe, right? So we're going to be half intensity. I mean, we could even, they don't have send on holiday here, so we're going to automate the thing from now onwards. So how do we automate this? Now I go to this and I just hit automatic. So right now, everything is going to be automated. And so I'm not getting involved in this anymore. This is all going to be for the new S-Man when he comes. I mean, talk about getting ready for work, right? So we're going to give it to the S-Man. If I'm not mistaken, this all make a lot of sense when they start playing. Then I don't have to do anything anymore. I don't have to micromanage this shit. Because I guess when people play this game and they see somebody micromanaging is a form of min-maxing, right? So, but then the idea here is sometimes you want to enjoy the game. You don't want to go through the hassle of doing this all the time. So it becomes a right raw pain in the ass. So we don't want to get involved. This is especially true if I'm playing FM Touch. Okay, so if I was thinking of a way I can apply something across the board. So this could work. So now we got our coaches. Now let's look at the impact that coach is going to have. So our assistant manager is currently Hayden Mullins. He's a technical coach who's got 4 stars. Holy shit. But we've got other technical coaches who got 4 stars too. So his absence will not be felt. So that is good news for us. Hayden Mullins he has been with us for a really long time. Look at that. He's managed, not career, what is his milestones, right? Career milestones. He joined us in 2027. So he's been our assistant manager for 2 seasons. Well, yeah, it's okay, son. You've been a great assistant manager. Hopefully you can find a job out there. So that's the plan going forward. So we're gonna automate training, provided Isis Perez decides to join us. So in terms of training, I'm not going to do much. Calendar, we got we going from one game to another game. We're going to stick around until Mr. Jesus Perez comes, and then we'll ask the assistant manager to take over training. So training schedule for whatever you decide. Oh, sheesh kebabs! I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. We just play Southampton. We come out of this. After Southampton, we come out of this and we go straight into 2 days of training before I go for this. Wow. Can I just move? I know this is not very heavy, but can we just do recovery here? And we really need an S-man who knows his training. So this is kind of okay. It's not too heavy. So the intensity is generally quite low, right? So it's fairly okay. Then we got this the day before the match, and then we got Manchester City coming up. So I just move things around. So okay, Hertha Berlin now. Man, we hope that this is gonna get better for us in the long run. Now, what about the continuing adventures of Mr. We'll sort this out afterwards. That's been messed up as well. Adrian Girard is injured. We'll leave it to the physio. So I decided to automate my training straight away. Somebody gets injured. Do I automate my training? I wanted to automate my training, and that happens. You know how what kind of spin it sends into my head. But injuries happen, right? So it could have happened anyway. Russia unlikely call up for Gusev. That's true. Is he on loan? He's still not on loan. Transfer status. I've been trying. He's been okay. We're offering him to clubs as well for loans. But we're gonna offer him out. Hopefully he gets a chance to play. It's a pity, but he's not going to be able to fit into our team. Here we go. Hertha Berlin against us. Tactics. We got the 4-2-3-1. I think somewhere inside here. There we go. And I'm also trying to bring tactics from here to Roma in my Twitch stream. So I'm toying with a slightly different 4-2-3-1 that Roma can play. So Stalybridge actually becomes the test bed in a manner of speaking. So how do I play with a DM and a segundo volante in a 4-2-3-1, which is meant to push up, right? So, okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to turn this guy into a DM on support. We go wing back. We're going to turn you into a segundo. No, you are definitely playing here. Okay, you're going to be a segundo volante on attack. Okay, so we got this combination moving up. Now, this means that these guys will... This Trequartista is fine, complete forward is fine. Trequartista is going to drop deep. He's going to give this guy some assistance. Inside forward. We're going to make you into a winger on support. I always love the segundo volante and the winger combination. The only problem now is these guys are quite far away from each other. Then we'll try complete forward. They have a target man. I don't have a target man I can use, but I'm going to try asking him to be a target man. He's a bit short, but he'll be fine jumping reach. So I guess this is how we'll set it up. Passing, we're going to be shorter. Shorter is going to affect these guys. Gets to these two, and they might try something over the top. He might try something over the top. They will depend on players dropping. So Trequartista will need to drop, the Volante will need to drop. So tactically, not a very... We'll go standard. Gives us a bit more options. Tempo will be slightly higher. I want to move the ball quickly from this position to this position. Chances are we also need not run at defense, but probably some players need to run with the ball. Dribble more. We'll leave it. I don't like making too many changes before when embedding in the system. So Hertha Berlin. I don't believe I'm doing this shit. But yeah, man, Champions League. This is our Champions League group. We've already, won 2 out of 2 matches, right? So we play Hertha Berlin next. You'll probably be doing them a big favor by deciding, hey, guess what? We got no respect for you. Stupid thing to do, right? Considering all my drama I had last year with my save towards the end. Okay, this should be fine. We'll ball into box. Yeah, okay. Alright, now let's look at the combinations. Okay, Trequartista will combine well with the Volante and with the wing on support. So this side is sorted. Wingback is going to come up, give them a hand here. He's going to overlap, so he's going to be positions further up during the transition. Means the balls are going to come over the top if I'm not careful. Now, if these guys can control the ball well enough, this guy is going to attack the space with his target man. Okay, this guy is going to be told to target the target man. This guy is going to be told to target the target man. This guy is going to be told to target the target man. And this guy is going to be told to do the same thing. I'm not going to say it. Sounds stupid now. Okay. Alright, we've got Costa, Bowler, Alusio, Boxall. Wow. This is Boxall. Boxall, you don't tackle, man. Okay. Alusio, I need off the ball and I need stamina. Okay, 14. Stamina, I need work rate. 14. What about Boxall? Boxall's off the ball is 13, gets forward, now that's nice. Plays 1-2s, okay. Dictates tempo, looks for pass rather than attempting to score. Boxall, you're playing as a Volante. I want to try you and see what happens. Austin, Simic, Costa, Bowler. Okay. Alright, let's see what happens. This could be a complete disaster. Okay, so match, look at this. So we've got Ajax drawing a Lazio already. Porto, Dinamo Kiev, that's a good result. So here we go. And once again, I am going to try and answer the questions you guys asked me on YouTube during the match, which should be something of a challenge because I'm going to have to do two things at the same time. This is fun. Okay, all right, we should be winning this one fairly comfortably. Not when your manager decides he's going to toss in an entirely new tactic. Look, I say this, my players are happy. Hey, I say this to the Roma players, they seem pissed at me. So it's like, Roma players don't seem to like me very much anymore. Okay, so here we go. I've got a question from Krum Petrov. I think you asked me this question in the Stalybridge Diaries. Is this Camp Nou, the match? I have one question. Why you use wingers when playing with F9 and not using IF on attack? Will not F9 free up space for inside forwards? Are wingers not appropriate only when you rely more on crosses? Okay, why do I use wingers when playing with the F9 and not using inside forwards on attack? Simple answer. If you're talking about the tactic and I'm using liquid, if you're talking about the liquid system, I'm using the wingers because they've cut inside with the ball. Now the IF is dropping deep, but the IF also moves around a lot, so it doesn't really make much of a difference. The winger, he's gonna go winger. Sometimes I want width, right? So the F9 drops, then he can recycle the ball out to the flanks and somebody from the opposite side of the pitch, right? So imagine this is a winger, right? This guy's a winger. So let's say the F9 drops here. F9 can pass the ball out to the winger. The winger goes down the flanks, drops in across maybe the inside forward from the other side, can go and score. So there's a bit of movement. Now, are wingers not appropriate only when you rely more on crosses? If I'm relying more on crosses, the game doesn't really make a difference because inside forwards can cross the ball too, right? They cut inside, yes, but they have the propensity to cross the ball if it's a better option. So it depends on the players that you have. If they have got the tendency to dribble more with the ball, then that's a different thing. But personally speaking, I use wingers. When I designed the F9 with the liquid system, my wingers had cut inside with the ball because I wanted variety of play so that the wingers would sometimes go up the flanks to drop in across, or they will cut inside and drive at play. So I don't get one dimensionality in my tactics, which sometimes can happen if you have the player doesn't have any traits, right? If he doesn't have any traits, then he's going to play to that role, and I didn't want that. So I wanted a bit of pizzazz, right? Some difference in the system. So I got a winger and gave him the cut inside trait, or I chose somebody with the cut inside trait and we went in. Looks like a tight tie. He could play through this, but tight tie. Well, let's look at this. Is scary. Oh, I got a schedule now. Okay, Southampton at home, 4 days time, followed by Man City. Not an option. Mix up. Who can play? Lucky Matley. Okay, you go out. Lucky Matley is definitely not a target man now. This is going to be interesting, right? So I'm aiming to a target man, but now intentionally I'm putting a player out there who's definitely not a target man. But, okay, we got Jorge Barros, right? Jorge Barros has been hoping for the day when he can play. Jorge, it's your day. Let's really toss in a player who I have never even tried as a striker. So, yeah, let's go. Let's see what happens here. So I hope I answered your question, Krum Petrov, for Costa and Bowler. Okay, so my next question. That's O'Connell da. Thank you, man. You like the specs. Klopp would approve too. Cheers, mate. I hope so. We've got another comment here, right? It's another question. So it's basically the same question. Thomas Prichas. There's something I don't get. Why a winger should stay wide and run with ball when they like to cut inside at the same time. Yeah. It's to, you see, the trait itself, cut inside, it's not a law. It's not either or, right? So if you have a trait, it's a tendency. Inside forward as a role is meant to cut inside. But what if I don't want them to always cut inside? What if I want them to go to the flank? Then inverted wingback comes inside to score goals. See? Why? Do you see people are wondering why the hell my inverted wingback scores so many goals? And then sometimes you see my inverted wingbacks go to the flanks to drop in crosses. That's how it's happening because the roles have a propensity to play differently when you don't set. I'm not being hard and fast about the rules, right? You want to cut inside, play inside forward. Well, there, he's got the trait, so play as a winger, then use the propensity that comes with the trait to do give me something different. So I get unpredictability in my tactics, and I get a bit more interesting movement. So that's the reason why. So it's just, two questions, the same sort, one. All right, man. The next question comes from Kazax. Hey, I want to know if you can swap players easily in this game. I want to inflate player values and trade them for better youngsters, or is the AI reluctant to swap players one for one? I don't even know. I don't even understand the question. I mean, like, the AI doesn't swap players one for one. Doesn't do. I mean, as far as I know, the AI doesn't go out there and go, I want exactly the same player that I just sold. So if that's the way the AI plays, I don't think it plays like that, because that I have never noticed that, right, as a tendency. But if you want to inflate your player values, then what you really need to do is performances, right? That's how I inflate my player values. You inflate your player values by inflating the value of the whole team as a whole. So you got to get good performances, move up the table, win competitions, then your player values go up. And then the reputation of the player plays a part. And yeah, the reputation of the player plays a part, is plays a big part, actually. So sometimes what I do is I even do free signings to inflate the value of my entire squad by signing a high rep player on a free. So these are ways you can inflate the these are some of the ways you can inflate a player's value. But one is you inflate the squad, and then you inflate the value of individual players by winning competitions. So that's basically them. But trading for youngsters one for one, I'm not sure about that. Maybe you can enlighten me a bit. Carsax, you also, yeah, I've not been a good manager of Gaetan, man. I screwed things up. I mean, I screwed things up nice and dandy, because I really, when it came to the whole dynamics thing, I was very laissez-faire about dynamics. I just like, yeah, have fun with dynamics. But now I just discovered, hey, my dynamics could have been a lot better. And speaking of me being a lot better, we're not playing very well, so I'm going to demand more from my boys. I don't see much happening. We're playing a very, I don't even know what my possession stats are, but they don't look very good. Target man pass into space, ball into box. I'm gonna see if we can carry the ball forward. I haven't seen highlights of us building play up from the back. I just see all these, we in the box kind of, shots. So I'm looking for a transition where I work from the ball from back to front to see whether we can create a goal scoring opportunity. Cuesta, that's, wow, love that goal. Now I see something nice. That's exactly the kind of goal I was hoping to see. Take, pass out, pass back in, pass back out, and then you're free. That's it. You see? That's it. You got options and you get time to cross the ball. Yeah, it's a perfecto cross right to the far post. Exactly what I wanted to see. So, Kazax, I hope I was able to answer some of your questions. Yeah, basically I screwed up, right? I really did. What I addressed that thing right now, and what I've done now is, while Gaetan is on loan, right? So what I've done while he's on loan is, I've actually monitoring I've been compiling reports. So every time he doesn't play so well, I talk about his conduct. Then I ask him to, buck things up. His ratings are low. I tell him, hey, you want to watch your performances, you want to come by and play for me. So, and the interesting thing is, Gaetan has not come out to me and said, I think you're being unfair to me, which he's always been saying to me. And Barros just scored his first goal of the season, created by the Trequartista. Jorge Barros, you've just proven that if we have a bone crunching DM, we could. Oh, Jorge Barros, this bodes well for us. That was a nice goal. So I have to do things differently. I look at conduct. I got to track him. Now I have interactions with Gaetan, and Gaetan is playing quite well on loan. He may be for Southampton, but still is better than him staying in my club and screwing things up. And Mike Dawn, thanks for the comment. Yeah, I love it when you guys are communicating with each other on YouTube as well, because it's fantastic. Faramir is I respect Faramir a lot. He's been on the forums for many years, and he's been playing the game for a long time, and his handle is one of my favorite characters in in books, right? So if you know which book I'm talking about, you know exactly which character I'm referring to. And well, the thing is, he talks about how important it is to scout players, and you can't be too picky when you're a small club. Even with Stalybridge, when I was going up the tiers, I couldn't be picky. You know, I got Facundo Gaeta. What am I supposed to do? I mean, he's got the attributes. I can't be picky because his personality isn't perfect. And you know, we got a small, narrow squad, so I had to be a bit hard with my players. And well, I think it became too big for his britches. In the end, what can I say? What can I do? You know, he decides he wants to shit. I mean, I probably could have found a better way of managing that, and I didn't. I put my hands up and say, this is not my strong suit, man. I can make a tactic. Don't tell me to go there and stroke somebody's balls. I can't do that. Stroke someone's balls is not something I do. You know, I can't do that shit. So, yeah. All right. So, even if it's a game, I don't do that shit. So, like, what the okay. So, apparently, I didn't handle that so well. So, Daniel Costa, I'm actually happy with his contribution as a trequartista. He may not be scoring goals, which could piss him off, but I am actually kind of happy that he's linking. Look at this. He's a 90 million signing, okay? But I needed that player in the link because I noticed my links were breaking, which is my transitions right from back to front. So yeah, we can't all be perfect with the players that we choose. And once they get there, we have to find young players and slot them in. I agree with Mike as well that they may not fill all the boxes, right? But if they have quality, if you see potential 4 stars, right, and they've got the right personality, even if sometimes they may get all the attributes look good, but they only have like balanced personality and unambitious, I will go for it because what choice do I have? So it's not like I can choose the best players. And then sometimes with these kind of players, the save becomes even more interesting because you know about osmosis, right? So we all learned that in school. You know, man, this is bad personality by osmosis. They just spread that love or they hate everywhere. And in this particular case, it was all directed to me. So I had Calvinado and Cuesta and Gaetan all in one group of the 3 musketeers decided to treat me like the evil villain. And here we go. We've done it. We've beaten Hertha Berlin. Turned out to be quite a good game. Wasn't really paying any attention to the game, but let's look at the shots. Now it's time for me to analyze my own performance. Okay, this is I remember this goal is not too bad. This is not too bad. Okay, what about shots off target? Malcolm Boxer. What kind of a chance was this? From inside the box, then goes Fuentes. That was very lucky, right? So you can't really expect a player to connect with that kind of a shot. Okay, then we got shot saved. Wow, what's this? Again, Boxer. Boxer is getting on the end of a lot of chances. Across far post, aiming for the target man. Actually, the target man can't win a header because I think sometimes I'm playing a short ass. Okay, but I'm still going to aim for target man. Boxer. This is the same highlight. I think I just clicked it. Or either that or the highlights are beginning to look the same to me. This is 8. Yeah, this is 8. So this is 10. Who's this? Jorge Barros. This is from a throw, I gather. Misha Aluzio, this is nice. Okay, this is tough. That was a header. So I have to chalk that off. And then we got this, Daniel Costa. Probably going for a bullet. Oh, that was a good chance. That's excellent. That's nice work. So that's actually central for a top quality player like him. So he didn't bury it. That's not too bad. So we go look at Hertha Berlin. Okay, let's look at their shots. Okay, wait. All right. Wow. They couldn't build anything up. I know I was playing we were in their half. Look at these combinations of Franco from Sandro Fuentes, the wingback. Boxall may only have 1 pass combinations. You got to be very careful when you see this, right? So there we go. They say he's on 1 bloody pass combination, but look at that. 16 between him and Nardone. You gotta be very careful with this. I've complained about this before, right? You gotta be very careful about this. You see the white thick line here, and you see 1 here. You might be thinking, shit, this guy's been playing. Then you come in here and you check this and see 16. Cuesta is brilliant. The winger, the wingback on the right, linking up with Nardone, Bowler. Oh, he's played well as well. Cuesta got a kick up the ass and he's starting to play. That's not too bad. Review. So that was not a bad performance from the boys. Yeah, okay. I'm actually quite kind of happy with that performance. I'm still gonna keep on analyzing this, right? So I'm gonna exit the game first. So we get out and then go back to schedule because I've done my views in a specific way. Okay, so I can check it from here now. Nardoni had 2 key passes. Cuesta, that's why I thought Cuesta played a really good game. Because you see the passing combinations, Cuesta in this formation is not really playing a game. Look, he's playing from this position. Now, he played really well with the DM, so he actually got the ball forward and he linked up with Bowler, Nardone. Wow, Cuesta, and I think he scored a goal as well. So, kudos to him. No assists. He created one chance. I think this is what he created, one chance, and then he had 1 key pass. Top performance from Mateo Cuesta. That was a top performance from him, man. I'm very, very happy with his performance. So let's see the inbox. So praise Cuesta's performance. Your passing was right. Keep it up. Because I've been shitting on him for the last week, right? Okay, what have I been doing with Cuesta? Now, Cuesta is another of those players who's unambitious. So the whole of I think for the last 5 days of this game, I've been telling Cuesta things like, you have to improve your conduct. And I said it to him twice, and I said his training hasn't been good. So I've been literally raining hell down on him. The last time I spoke to him, I said his conduct was not good, and he was like, "No, what else do you?" Basically, his reaction to me is, "What else do you want me to do, man?" Now you always ask me to worry about the club, so his reaction was quite natural. So I was thinking to myself, "Okay, I'm going to chill on this for a while, and hopefully, it works." And he turned in a man of the match performance in this game. Holy cow, that is sweet, man. Cuesta, you're doing well. But I see his personality is unambitious. Now, how does this play out? The game is still ultimately attributes, right? So this is going to affect development more than anything else, right? Maybe also in certain games, the chips are down. Well, I'm not going to look at him, but I still think that he's got a room to go. So look at this one player. I can still criticize him for his conduct, and I'm not going to do that, right? It's like I just said, wonderful. Perform okay in training lately. Damn it. We're gonna give him one more day. This requires a kick up the ass, right? So I don't want to warn him straight away. I'm gonna give it another day. And then I'm gonna give him the warning for his training because I think his training needs some work. So let's talk to Cuesta. He's just transferred block. I know. We are paying only 120,000. Confirm. For that, Hayden's Mali has been removed from his role. See, I love this about the game. I don't have to talk about mutual termination and shit. Mullins has been sacked. Let them all worry. Southampton scouting report is coming in. But now we're going to go to training and look at the individual. We're looking at Cuesta again. Now, the number could change today. Right? So Cuesta, training. Where is his training and development? 6.65. Now I'm going to criticize him. I would argue against that I've trained poorly, but my performance could have been better. That's what I wanted. I would argue against the idea I've trained poorly, but my performance could have been better. That's all I wanted to hear. 6.85, at least he's just jumped up 6.95 in training rating. So he's got a marginal improvement in his training rating. So that's worked as well. So we've done okay. The boys have performed well. So this is the direction that I'm going in right now, right? With these saves. And I'm hoping that this works. Now this is going to be a new I'm creating this tactic for Roma. Man, I don't even know whether Roma can play this. Roma's 4-2-3-1 deep. So what? I'm a bit more comfortable with Stalybridge doing it. Roma is like, but then I got to play on the stream. So I'm saving this. I'm going to take it to the stream and I'm going to play on the stream and carry on playing this on the stream. So I was thinking of doing something before because they've got Edin Zico, his target man on the attack. They got inside forward. They don't really have a trequartista, but they can use Pellegrini as a trequartista or Zanilo as a trequartista. So that's definitely, in fact, Zanilo should be a very good trequartista. I can use Pellegrini as a volante. Then I can use Nzonzi here. So potentially they could use the system. Yeah, they could actually use the system. So I was toying with the idea, and yeah, this could work for them. And yeah, 4-2-3-1 deep is actually a very strong tactic in the game. And I hope that you guys found this episode useful, and I hope I managed to answer some of the questions. I know I tried to get to a few of your questions. Probably some of the others I wasn't able to, but I'm going to try and answer those questions as well when I get the chance on another episode. I'll just pick whatever questions I can see, and then I'll deal with them. So it could be on this show, or it could be on the Cop Diaries next. So once again, I want to thank everybody who supported the channel. If you like the show, you found it useful or even entertaining, please let me know. It's turned in a performance of the highest quality. Look at this. Just before we go, we got some good news, but he's playing for the fucking under 23s. God, seriously, now I'm a bit getting a bit annoyed. Okay. Facundo Gaitan. Can I talk to the manager? I know that it's possible to talk to the manager. I have to wait. I think I need to go to the club. Southampton, overview, players, in stuff. There's no interaction. I think there is one thing somewhere you can actually talk to the managers, but it only comes in as a report by your ass man, I guess. When your ass man tells you about a certain player, because Facundo Gaitan isn't here. Sorry, he shouldn't be there because this is under 23, you stupid fool. Okay, so here we got Facundo Gaitan. Where are you? They got Facundo. No wonder they signed, asked him for loan. They got Facundo Villagra. Oh, sorry, Villagra. Facundo Villagra. Well, that would be one hell of a name, boy. So he's only made 2 appearances for the senior team. And he's ineligible. Play on a loan. No, I mean, of course, ineligible because you can't play. Talking about me. Okay. 7.22, 75%. But at least they're keeping him fit, right? Under 23s is playing well. All right. We'll just not say anything. I wanted to go and talk to him and say that he's done a good job, but that's under 23, so we're gonna ignore that. Well, guys, I truly appreciate everything that you've done in one small form or another. The support that you've shown the channel has been absolutely fantastic. It's given me a chance to do more shows, and I'm, giving me ideas as well to how to do shows slightly differently so that they can help you. And I hope that by answering some of these questions, you found them useful. Don't forget, there are other shows on the channel too. And if you have a request or you want me to do some guides, just let me know. You can know where to find me, Twitter at Bustthenet or addicted2fm.com, my website. And some of you intrepid ones, you follow me on Twitch. Thank you. You guys take care. Have a good one. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.